and it's going to be green light racing here at Monza. Here goes Noah. He's going to try and go wheel to wheel with the leader. Vic, once again, back on the top step. We did say take it easy. Oh my goodness. Sinead's going to go for it here into 14, 15. Side by side, is it going to be Mercedes or is it going to be a BMW?
Good evening, race fans. Welcome back. It's Friday evening and you're with us here at Phoenix Sims Sport for the MX5 Cup, and we're back at the Red Bull Ring yet again this evening. But before we get into proceedings, a quick shout out to our affiliates at Asetek Sim Sports. If you're in the market for some brand new sim gear, head along, check them out, fill up your basket, get down to the checkout and enter the code Phoenix Sim Sport for a lovely 5% off on us even. But yeah, we are back at the Red Bull Ring tonight, this time in the MX5s, and alongside me we have the wonderful Jake. How are we doing this evening, Jake?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you, Paddy?
We're all doing alright, mate. It's the second race of the weekend, and going to be a stunner, I'm hoping. 11 cars with us this evening. So, should be rather tasty, to say the least. You missed yesterday's action, and action to say it was. Both races in the Tatus were non-stop back to front. And, yeah, hoping for the same this evening.
Yeah, it sounded a bit eventful and a bit of racing yesterday, but hoping that the MX5s, I mean, they always deliver whatever circuit we're at, but I think it'll be good racing here. We've got some long straights for slipstreaming and then a couple of tighter corners, so it's some good racing, I reckon. A slightly smaller grid, but still we're quite close. And then, say every week, the midfield's very close, isn't it, again?
It is, yeah, very, very close indeed. As, how many cars do we have exactly on track? According to this, GOVEE and Peck have joined us.
Showing maybe 12 at the moment, I think. But I'm going to the timings up as well, because sometimes our screen's not accurate, is it, until
yeah
over the timings.
It is practice, so I'll leave up 14, though 13 could be on the grid. We'll see. Oh, there we go. There's Peck, there's GOVEE, and then was to go and do another one. There's Cody. So it could be 14 on the grid this evening.
Yeah, some of them joining a little bit late, aren't they?
Very late in the day, because we are into the qualifying countdown already. Minute and a half to go until we get underway for qualifying. So it'll be two 20-minute races again, same old format, which is 20 minutes run off of qualifying that we're about to have, and then the second one, which is a first, top 10 reverse grid order for race 2. So that'll be interesting as well. We've got some couple of really quick guys on the track tonight. Maiden Magnet is new, I believe, to the series. Already putting in a really nice practice session there. Will Pryor is joining us, P7 in practice. And we saw Rambo, I believe, last week out. You joining Rambo? If not, hello and welcome. So yeah, a couple of new faces right at the end of the season. It looks like it could be an interesting start to season 15. What do you think, Jake?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got some new faces showing here and there, haven't we, even from the start, but a couple of new people towards the end of this, so maybe they're just trying it out, getting a feel for it, ready for, like you say, the next season.
Yeah, it's already looking like an action-packed lineup for next season, and if you want to get involved, folks, just head on down to SimGrid, search for Phoenix Sim Sport. We've got plenty of series, the Tatus, the MX5s, Asetek Corsa Competizione, Le Mans Ultimate, and the Formula Alphas, as well as a few other ones as well, TCRs, Indy cars. So there's a bit of something for everybody. And yeah, so season 15 kicking off very soon, because we're in the last couple of events now here on season 14, and qualifying underway.
Yeah, I might try and join the MX5s for the next season, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get a space on that, and then I'll do the commentary on the rest, because I do like the MX5s.
Look at them all tailing out of the pits then. GOVEE is joining us. So it looks like we do have a fair number of cars on the grid this evening. Oh my. Everyone jostling for position. Lovely. We're doing the full circuit this evening, and of course in a very dusky setting.
Yeah, I like this night setting. I think it's going to bring some, they look pretty super with all their headlights flashing along the straights and things, and the brake lights going. I think pretty cool. We should do a few more in the dusk.
We should do tomorrow evening is tomorrow afternoon we are running an evening session on ACC around the Red Bull Ring as well. 1 hour. That'll be 1 hour race. That is. That'll be kicking off early doors tomorrow, 3 p.m. for practice start. Stream will usually be up around about 4 p.m. It's British summer time, so that's one not to be missed. But neither's tonight. MX5's round here in the dusk as well. 2 20-minute races, as I said before. And sometimes the action can be a lot closer than what you get in the GT3s. But what we're looking at for lap times today, I think it was low 148s, high 47s we saw in practice.
Yeah, I'm just going to get the practice results up. It was Mikel with the fastest time, a 147.793. Then Medium Magnet on a 148.1. So yeah, low 48s, maybe getting into the 47s for a couple of drivers, but pretty much most drivers are in the 48s, 49s. But like I say, maybe we might get low 48s and then obviously high 47s. So yeah, it's a pretty decent time around here. We should get quite a few laps in, 10, 11 laps maybe for the races. So we'll have some good action.
We should have some definitely good action. A lot of slipstreaming going on around here at the Red Bull Ring, formerly known as the A1 Ring as well. Probably a little bit before your time, Jake. It was known as the A1 Ring.
I don't really know much about foreign circuits. I try my best to keep up with them, but more UK based. It'd be nice to see a couple more UK circuits on the calendar next year. That's where I'll probably get into them even more so, because obviously racing the UK and Fiesta and whatnot. But yeah, Red Bull Ring, I do like it. I've done it a couple of times, but it was called the A1 Ring.
Yep, back in the day it used to be known as the A1 Ring. Let's see, let's have a little look at Mikel. Let's see what he's up to on track at the moment. And he's rocking the DLX livery. No Miku again, so this is a big chance for Mikel in the championship. And one thing I did forget to bring up even was the championship standings. Whoops. Let's move that over there. That is the penalty sheets for our racing stuff. So we'll go back to that and let me bring up.
Yeah, so Miku, we've missed him for a couple of weeks now, so that's, like we say, I'm helping Mikel a lot. Obviously, he's bagging a pretty decent run last week, getting some good points in the bag, so it's only helping his championship and then hindering, obviously, Miku. So, missing Miku, I think we see him return next week, from right? I think it was a couple of weeks off, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So hopefully next week.
Next week he'll be back, but yeah, he'll be struggling to regain the championship with only 2 events left to go after this one, because it's 522 points that our championship leader Mikel ouch as he hits Brian.
It's a nice new livery.
Yeah,
I don't recognise that one.
He does. So Mikel, on 522 points, and his closest rival is actually GOVEE on 310, Miku on 292. So the championship very much in Mikel's hands at the moment. Parmesan on 282. He's not with us this evening. Prison is on 208. Mav on 196. Matt Pryor on 176. Fiala on 114. And Weber has 112. Running at the top 10 is George Goodland with 110 points. So yeah, it's pretty much Mikel's championship to lose at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
And the way he's performing currently on provisional pole position, he's not looking to lose it anytime soon.
I mean, we've seen Mikel and Miku, both of them in the past, battling it out at the front. Always MX5s, both to each other like magnets. But like you say, Mikel's going to have pretty much the upper hand this evening. Hopefully he gets a good run and extends his lead, obviously, over the rest of them.
Yeah, Cody looking like he's up for it as well, 148.970. But we saw them going a lot quicker in practice, so we'll see what they've got in the bag. Will Pryor, 149.976, 6 1,000ths off the back of Cody. Oh, sorry, 1 second and 6 1,000ths off the back of Cody. So a big gap there between P2 and 3, then Prison in P4 with 152.09, and then right behind him is Mav with 153.08. So yeah, it's looking pretty close in the midfield again, but that seems to be the story with the MX5s this season.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have pretty much every single race, every single reverse grid race, all the races we have good fight in the mid-pack, especially around where Mav is and GOVEE. Had some good races with them, and then sometimes we've even seen some good further battles further down the order as well. I know when Aiden's been here, Louis and Alan, and when he's been further down the order, we've also had some good battles down there as well, like you say, but we've only got just under 4 minutes to go, so not quite quick these 10 minutes for them, but they're just most of them getting their first lap times going in, and then this would be their upper lap time. I mean, we have seen Cody get down into the 47s only just, and then obviously Rambo, they're not far behind him in P2, only 0.1 off.
Aye, close indeed, close indeed. We'll see. We know they've gone quicker. Mikkel definitely will not be settling for that P3. We are looking at Matt Willpower at the moment. As I said, he's extremely close. 1/1000th, no, 2/1000ths of a second quicker than G. Land. There's much change going on at the moment. Folks still going to get all their laps, and 1 or 2 laps left to run here in qualifying.
Mikkel's on quite a good lap. He's got a purple sector 1 and an amber sector 2, so it's not his quickest, but it's not his slowest. So he's on pretty good laps. So we'll see what Mikkel can do in P3, whether he can jump up the order. He's got the fastest sector 1. Interesting if he can jump up the order. And most of the drivers are set in green sectors, majority of them. So Mikkel goes into the pit lane, so he doesn't finish that lap after all, even though purple sector 1 and then it was amber sector 2, so that's interesting. We saw that a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? Was it the GT3s or it was another? I remember there was another. I'm sure there was another Formula we was watching where there was the purple sectors and they pitted instead. So
yeah, it's all good getting a fast first sector, but if you lose all that time in the second sector, it's such a fast track here at the Red Bull Ring. I keep wanting to call it the A1 Ring, the Red Bull Ring. That if you lose time in that second sector, it's so hard to make back up in sector 3.
Yeah, he wasn't far off actually. It was only a couple of 3 tenths, I think, in sector 2. But it's interesting anyway. So see if he comes back out for. There's only 2 minutes to go, so he'd have to be pretty quick about it.
He is back out though. It says he's out on an out lap. Fresh set of boots on the Mazda. Sopran is sitting in the pit still. He doesn't look like he's going to improve on P9. He's got a very nice livery, hasn't he? Yeah. Made a magnet then. If there's going to be an improvement from a 148.8 across the line, and it's a 148.4 up to P3 then. Mikkel down into P4. It's such a wide line these guys take for turns 1 and 2 here. All the speed.
Looking further down the order, not many improvements. Michael Peck is on quite a good lap, but he's only just gone through first sector. Same as Brian in P14.
Look at that line.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I mean, even on the track, really. If that was real life, they'd just track. Well, it's probably not even track limits.
Track limits there, yeah. I think.
That's mad.
It's exactly what these guys do, though. The extremes to get that extra 1/10 of a second. And made him absolutely fly right. Look at how wide. He's not even on the track into the braking zone. It's mad.
He's on a proper charge. He's set the fastest sector 1 overall, and he's 4 tenths up on his personal best. So this could be interesting. It might get him up onto the front row if he can.
Wow.
That's mad, isn't it? How's that legal?
Whoa.
Oh dear, his ping's gone a bit wrong.
Yeah.
Much to say about that.
That was a Harry Potter moment.
Right, we'll move on from that and we'll go on board with Peck then, shall we?
Yes, hello Peck. Let's try and not disappear off to Hogwarts, shall we? A bit more of a normal racing line into turn 1 there from Peck. But, yeah.
That qualifying session went very, very quickly. Most drivers only got 4 or 5 laps, which I suppose is about right, but pretty quick then, 10 minutes went tonight.
Yeah, it has, and it's Cody on P1 with Rambo P2, Mikkel P3, Medan with the very funky lines, and Harry Potter-esque ending is down in P4, Gigi Land in P5, Brisbane in P6, Will Pryor will take 7th, Alan in 8th, Mav down in 9th, Alan saying that, goes up to P6, Mav in 9th for now, Sopanen in 10th, GOVEE in 11th, Laurie in 12th, Brian in 13th, Asetek, who we're having a look at now in 14th, and Samuel in 15th. Do you think there's going to be any improvements?
Mikhail's on a very, very good lap at the moment.
Oh, Medan goes up to P3 there.
Mikhail's on a pretty decent lap. Yes, he is. Yeah, goes up to pole.
Wow. Look at that from Mikhail then. A 147.747.
I was just watching the timings. He got the fastest sector 2 and 3, and he was on a proper charge. He was up about 7 tenths, I think.
Absolutely rapid stuff from Mikhail there. And 2 tenths quicker than Cody. Is Cody out on a lap right now? That's the thing. Mav has spun. P9 for Mav. GG's there. And Rambo can't improve. P2 then. Oh, I don't think Cody improved in the end. So 147.992 for Cody. And it is P3. So Mikhail on pole position. What a lap. 147.747. And then it's Rambo right behind him with a 147.825. Cody up into P3. Medan in 4th. GG in 5th, Alan in 6th, Briz in 7th, Matt Willpower in 8th, Maverick in 9th, and rounding at the top 10 is Miro Reguibi. And look how close that midfield's looking from P5 downwards. Close stuff.
Yes, pretty rapid stuff from everyone, really. I mean, good fight. It's going to be in the mid-pack again, like I say, and then there's some certainly very interesting battle between the top 3, and we also saw Mead and Magnet in P4. He was looking quite quick, and then little Harry Potter moment, shall we say. Deciding to take a trip into the air and fly as if he's on a flying carpet, but he's there in P4. He may have more time to show us when we get into the races. It can be totally different things, but I think GG's going to have a bit of a fight up his hands, because he's obviously a little bit off top 4, but then it's very, very close behind him. Alan, Brizin, well, just the rest of them really, up to about 10th, 11th, 10th. So that should be pretty good, but not long till we get onto the grid, and then should we see what happens? That was pretty impressive lap though from Mikhail to get up onto pole. That was very decent.
Yeah, Mikhail doing his usual, leaving it till the last possible minute and sending a flyer out there. And don't discount Rambo by all means. Absolutely flying as well, and less than a 10th in it between the top 2. And Cody, he's still not too far off the back. And you got to remember, slipstreaming is going to be key here. At the Red Bull ring, so Mikhail might have the perfect start, but he's going to have 2 very fast drivers right up his rear end, and they'll be looking to slipstream him all the way. And as I said, Medan with his pretty crazy lines, and P4 is not too far off the back either. 2 minutes till lights out here in race 1, and what do you think is going to happen? Got a prediction of a top 3 by any chance?
I think the top 3 will stay as we are. You may see a bit of a challenge from Mead and Magnet if he can keep maybe on the track and not go off Harry Potter moment. Obviously an issue with his ping maybe. But I think hopefully Mikhail can hold on, just because it's his championship now to lose in a way, really. It sounds awful, but he has a bad couple of rounds. It's almost game over in a way. So I'd like to see him have a successful evening, but then also I'd like to see some recognised Rambo in P2, whether I've not seen him and he's been here previous rounds and series, but I'd like to see him have a good run, but long till lights out. What's your bets, Paddy? Who do you think?
I think we're having a brilliant battle for first here. It could go either way between Mikhail, Rambo, Cody and Magnet for me, to be brutally honest, but I'm also not going to count out the likes of Gigilin slipping in there. If these guys are battling hard up at the front, this could open up the door for the likes of GG and Allen, because they weren't exactly slow on their quali laps. And
yeah, they were all impressive, weren't they? I mean, we had a good fight in the mid pack, and if the top 4 keep racing, then that's only going to bring the rest behind him. So
yeah,
could have a long train of MX5s tonight for the win.
Oh, absolutely, and then it's going to spice up things for the reverse grid as well. So don't go anywhere, folks, as we're about to get underway here at race 1. On board with pole position setter Mikhail, championship leader as well, as he looks to go into the final couple of rounds with an absolute dominating championship lead. But we're going to get ready for the lights now, and it's going to be anyone's game here for round 8, race 1 of the MX5 Cup here at Phoenix Sim Sport, as we're going to get ready for the lights 4, 5, and 6. They're holding the clutch. Who's going to be first and best away off the line? They're off skis, and it looks like Rambo got a great start off the line, but so did Mikel. It looks like, yep, Rambo cutting across the front of Cody. Everyone seems to have got away nice and neat. As we see Mikel refusing to use his lights.
Pretty even start between the top two in the end, I think. Pretty even start.
Good even start as well.
Yeah, I mean,
look at the gap already.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you've already formed a gap, haven't they? I mean, yeah, look, they're already pulling away from, well, the fight for the mid-pack. I mean, pretty much clean start so far.
There's a mid-under attack from Alan there. Cody and Rambo battling out front. Everybody's having a good scrap there. I can see Gigi going wide in the back. So
they've really pulled away, haven't they?
They have.
Really pulled away.
That gap already up to 1.7 seconds between Rambo and Magnet here in P4. So the top three flying, and as you can see there, it's Mikel from Cody, from Rambo. And we've got a big scrap backwards. All over the back of Alan right now. Alan putting up a good fight in this round. That gap now up to 2.6 seconds, 3 seconds.
That's impressive. I don't know how they're already pulling away, and we've only just done half a lap, but that was a good move from Alan up the inside. A couple of corners back, kind of a hairpinny top corner up the inside of Mead and Magnet, and slightly dropping back maybe, and he's under threat from GOVEE in P6. It's not the greatest of starts for Mead and Magnet, but he's in the mid-pack in the fight, so hopefully we can see him stay there and running a bit wide with GOVEE, but I'm sure that's legal in this MX5s. They always like to push it and give us some good racing. So, well, yeah, the top three really pulled away. Good fight there, but no changing positions at the moment in the top three.
It's looking strong for the top three, nose to tail then between Mikel, Rambo and Cody. And then Alan 2.8 seconds back, and he has Miran Magnet right on his tail with GOVEE, Matt
very
Willpower.
wide.
Yep, so openings there. GG, Brison, Mav dropping down to 11th then. Brian's still right behind him. Peck and Brian are still in that fight together. Samuel's in amongst it, so we've got packs of drivers all up and down the road at the moment. As we see, is that Matt looking to make a move on Miro? Was trying.
Yeah, and Sopanen's not far behind Matt. He's pretty much pushing him along, so I think them two want to try and get some moves and try and get up the order fairly quickly. Yeah, look, Sopanen all over the back of Matt as well, so them two are going to try and push on and get closer to Mead and Magnet in P5.
We're starting to see some kind of splitting up of the pack a little bit. Brison then on the tail of GG for P9. Brison has been doing well in the Tatis and MX5 last week. Probably a little bit disappointed in qualifying this week to be further down the pack than expected. Would need a good few points for the championship at the moment to get on the podium, but running a little deep there.
Yeah.
Well held though from Brison, and Sopanen not too far behind, and closing the gap even on Brison, so that was a bit of a costly run there. So we see Sopanen looking to make a dive down the inside for P9. Can Sopanen make it stick? Is Brison going to go for the last corner? Oh, was thinking about it.
Yes, we've got a couple of little packs now, haven't we? We've got most drivers in packs of 2s or 3s, and then I'm very surprised about that gap from Cody in P3 of 4 seconds pretty much to Alan in P4. It's pretty impressive, isn't it, already?
Yeah, and these guys are absolutely flying. Here's the battle for P6 right now, with Alan and Magnet now pulling just 2 seconds ahead of GOVEE. It's another little pocket pack opening up. We've got our leaders, then we've got the battle for P4, and we've got the battles for like P6 to, well, 5, 6, 7, and GOVEE and Matt swapping places. There's Mav in your picture, P11, so Mav going backwards, not the best start to his race.
He went wide at turn 1 on the second lap, I think, and that slowed him down and got him a bit further down the grid. Bit of a shame, but Matt and GOVEE having a very, very good fight, as we can see us riding on board with GG and P8, so them two pretty much side by side. It's only allowing GG to catch up and maybe try and make a move, or if there was, God forbid, any contact for him to take P6 away from them.
He's looking rapid in the Lemon Mobile. Look at that thing down the inside of Reguibi, a little bit of contact, but it's all good and fair. He gets his way through. Reguibi will not be too happy with that one, but a great move there from Gigi as he starts to crawl up to the back of Matt. A little bit of fresh air, that will be happy now. There's a little gap between him and Gigi. Well, it's not going to last for long. Gigi definitely on a run. Oh, everyone going a little bit wide and swirling there, and that's letting Reguibi back in.
A very good fight for these three. I mean, we said about the mid-pack area, and these three definitely showing us what the MX5 racing here at Phoenix Sim Sports should be about.
Real close stuff, nice and clean. Sopanen drifting out wide there, and he's got Brisen for company behind him. So this group now starting to close in, losing the back of Matt a little bit. 1.2 seconds the gap between Matt and Gigi that we're on board with, and then Matt's already 3.4 off the back of Medan. So that fight with Medan and Alan going on wide from Gigi. Look at Sopanen, he's got a run, bump drafting Miro, letting Miro get that little bit of an extra oomph to get his way past Gigi. So, some fun and games going on in the MX5s at the moment. And 13 and a half minutes to go, and we're still just in the heat of the action. Oh, Reguibi deep there, Sopanen having to get on the brakes, and Gigi is going to have a really good run here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the mid-pack is pretty crazy here, but I mean, we're going to have Gigi, he's going to try. Maybe try and get two, or is he going to be pushed out? Sopanen trying to go around the outside, isn't he? But now it's going to be pretty much four of them all for P6. Oh, is this contact yet? Oh, very well saved, but then Sopanen across again.
Brisen having to go across the gravel to go out the way. Maverick, the big benefactor there, he's up to P8 from P11, but poor Sopanen, looks like there was contact between him and Gigi. And we were on board at the time with that one. So Mav up to P8, let's see how long he can hold on with that one. We're going to go up a little bit further in the pack, because there is a good little battle going on between Maiden and Alan. This is the battle for P4. And Alan putting up a heck of a good fight this evening. He is 4 seconds off the back of P3, and Mikhail now has a gap of 2.4 seconds to Cody in P2. So Mikhail very much in control.
It's impressive stuff. I was just going to say, Mikhail setting them fastest laps, pulling away from the rest behind. Yeah, the main fight, well, one of the fights, we've got a lot of fights throughout the field, but Alan is coming under pressure again from Medan Magnet. So Medan Magnet did drop back very slightly at the start and into the clutches of Matt and Reguibi, but now he's back up there in P5 trying to fight Alan for P4.
Oh, as he looks for a move down the inside, it's not on, there's contact, and it is Magnet who comes off the worst for it, slides out, and Alan obviously suffering as well, so that's going to be even more time lost to the pack ahead, down up to 7.1 seconds gap now. Medan back to his usual lines, but this has just let Matt and Reguibi kind of catch up real quickly as well, so these two battling way too hard for each other. And this is what we said at the start though, isn't it, Jake? These battles that are going to let folk in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we said, didn't we, if there's some battles, it's just going to pull the field closer together and they're all going to manage to get on the back of each other and make one long MX5 train in the last 11 minutes of the race. Oh, someone very, very wide there.
Oh, that is Alan. Under pressure then from Magnet, who is also under pressure himself from Matt Pryor. So yeah, we've got another set of battles kicking off. You see Mav in the background. He's under pressure from Brisen now.
This is one of the main fights now. I mean, it's a little bit more spread out towards the tail of the field. We've got some Michael Peck's under pressure a bit from Laurie. And Brian's not too far behind, neither is Samuel in P15. But one of the main battles, I mean, Alan, there's a very, very big gap to the top three now, but he's coming under pressure from Medan Magnet. And then, like you say, Matt there in P6 to pick up the pieces if anything happens, to obviously claim any more positions and more points as he can for the championship.
And they're all battling hard. We will go back down the order because Brizzen has got past Mav there for P8. GG is starting to swarm onto the back of Mav as well. That's down to a second, that gap's opening not too far back. So he's recovered after his contact with GG a few laps earlier. And then, as you said, the battle between Laurie, Peck, Samuel and Brian ongoing at the back of the pack.
Mav's trying to make a move, isn't he? Past Brazini's all over the back of him. Certainly that contact with Sopanen and was it GG Land? I think it was, yeah. Mav certainly got up a couple of positions because he was down in P11, so now he's all over the back of Brazin for P8, so he's trying to make some moves, but GG is closing back onto them too because obviously they're fighting like we mentioned before. But Mead and Magnet still not looking away from Alan, still about 3-4 tenths between them, so pretty close stuff. Night in this first race as we just go under the halfway distance of the first race of the evening.
Yep, action packed all the way through. You see the sparks fly. Mav and Brizzen going very, very wide. GG just kind of really closing up to the back of Mav there, and it looks like he's got a much better run coming up the start finish straight up into turn 1. He's gonna have the inside line, and Mav is gonna drop back down to P10. So was P11. Through a few bumps on the track, made himself back up to P8, and he's getting swallowed back up as we see Sopanen go
very
wild.
wide.
Yeah. A little bit keen there from Sopanen.
Yeah, they like their wide lines, let's just put it. Not track limits, I mean, questionable, but the wide lines in the MX5s here, it's definitely the Red Bull ring. I mean, we've seen quite wide moments in previous races, but I'd say this is the most wideness of a line that they're going to take, aren't they, this evening?
Oh, yeah, and this is the battle once it comes round, and it's between Alan and Magnet. This is the battle for P4, and it's really starting to hot up between these two. Magnet is just ever so slightly ahead of Alan, and Matt Willpower is just holding on to the back of this battle.
I mean, if, like I say, if anything happens between these two, then he's there to take the positions, but Alan still... He's had a good fight, keeping fourth. I mean, switching between Magnet and Alan, and then Matt there just there in case anything happens. But it's racing between these two. Interesting different lines through there. I mean, all over the curbs is Magnet, and it absolutely draws him right up behind Alan to try and get side by side with him into the last couple of corners. So this could be Magnet's chance to get back up alongside to take P4 away from him again. Yes, it is.
Got the line, yep, and he executes it nicely. Stays in the track limits this time. It is a great run there from Magnet. Has no answer to it from Alan, and that's just put Matt Willpower all over the back of Alan. So, all kicking off here, and we've still got 7 minutes left to run. The leaders, though, Mikkel is 2.6 seconds ahead of Cody's, so Mikkel driving a very smart, sensible race out front, doing his own thing and keeping a nice, sensible gap. Then it's a further second back from Cody to Rambo. And then that's the top three more than comfortable where they are, because it's 12 seconds back to this battle at the moment, which is P4, 5 and 6. And then it's further 6 seconds now back to GOVEE in P7. So 3 kind of really prominent groups here at the moment. Jake, we kind of expected this, but weren't expecting the battles to be this close for so long, I don't think.
Oh, I mean, I think we intended it to be definitely in the first part, maybe the first half of the race, but now everyone just seems to be getting quicker and quicker and trying to join on to battles as we see GG Lind looking towards the back of Brizzin's MX5, and he's going to try and close up to try and back up there as Mav and Sopanen in the background going side by side after Sopanen recovering after the contact a couple of laps ago and then going wide, very, very wide, I think the first corner. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty impressive stuff really. I'm mesmerised really by the top 3, how quick they've pulled away over, well, 12 seconds now it is, so pretty amazing stuff, and they've still got 5.5 minutes to go, so it'd be interesting what that gap can still go out to. But Mikkel certainly dominating this one, he's setting the fast laps, keeping consistent, and he's pulling away nearly 2.5 seconds ahead of Cody in P2.
Yeah, and the way that we can look at this battle that we're watching right now is the battle for pole position, basically, for race 2, currently being held by Mav. Oh, GG up the inside, is going to make it to drifting, and that is going to let Brizzen back through. So currently Mav is in pole position for the reverse grid, but Soperen's wanting to take that off of him, and he does. Mav down to P11. Oh no, gutting with only 5 minutes left to go. But anything could happen. These guys are racing hard ahead.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen how the battles are closing up, and obviously people gaining when they're not racing and battling. Soberen turns his lights off now briefly. But these three trying to, GG definitely trying to make a move on Brizin, still trying to get around the outside. But yeah, Sopenen and Mav not too far behind, ready to, I keep saying it this evening, pick up the pieces in case anything happens, but also there to have their own battles. But Mav, and he's certainly on a mission in the last 4 minutes to try and get back up to P10, and if even possible further up the field, because obviously he's in the reverse grid, or he hopefully can be if he's in the top 10.
Yeah, this is what he's hoping, is he can get back into this top 10. At the moment, it looks like he is struggling for pace with this group. Matt Willpower, though, is caught up to the back of... I was about to say there's a mistake there. He was no way up the back of Rambo that quickly. Brizin and Miro getting together. This is what we were just talking about, and there comes Soperen, flash of the lights.
Yeah, they're not messing around now, are they? They know they've not got very long left, and they're all going to try and close up and make a train of 5 MX5. So one long train, I called it at the start, and what it may happen, we're going to have a big long train, pretty much of 5 MX5s. Mav not too far now behind, and certainly closing up, going to try and get maybe a bit of contact into the back.
Oh,
as
contact on
Brizin. Yeah. Oh dear.
Well, that's Mav in P10.
Yeah, he's managed to, well, it sounds awful, he's managed to get up to P10 through the goings on of other drivers, but now this is the main battle with Weeby. Look at that, trying to keep all them people behind as GG Lund and Sopenen. We've got all them trying to get past, and then obviously Mav there, not too far behind after.
Oh, Weeby running wide.
Brizin. Yeah, he's dropped down now, so Mav up to P9 now. Isn't it funny how half a lap is changing? It's proper MX5 racing this, even comparable to real life. Every corner, every lap you watch, complete different leader every time.
Yep. So Brizin taking the last position for the reverse grid order. That is him 1.7 seconds ahead of Miro in P10. So that'll be pole position for him. Mav will be more than happy where he is right now. He's got 4.4 seconds to Brizin behind. And not much time left on the clock. Just over 2 minutes to go in race number 1. And reverse.
Just quickly looking at P3 Rambo. He's set the fastest lap now, 1:47.6. So he's getting certainly quicker and trying to close on the back of Cody, but it's still about a second separating them two. So he's still finding pace very late on in the race as well. So he'd be one to watch, trying to come through the field. Obviously starting 7th in the reverse grid race in about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, so at the moment, reverse grid order looks like this. It'll be Brizin on pole position. Alongside him on the front row will be Mav. Second row will be filled up by GG Land, and then Sopenen. And then it'll be Magnet and Alan in the third row. Fourth row will be Matt Will Pryor, and then Rambo. Then on the fifth row will be Cody and Mikhail. And on the sixth row, we will have Rugwibi Samuel. I think on the 7th row, Brian Garcia, Laurie, and then Peck will be on his own at the back. But we've still got 1 minute and 20 to go, so we'll not run up the order just yet, because anything can happen, and we've seen it already this race.
Opening still under a lot of pressure from the guys behind. GG London, Mav not too far back. Look, Mav trying to make a move, yes he does. It's up to P8 now, so last couple of minutes, last couple of laps, he's certainly trying to fly, and maybe, yes, a couple of incidents haven't helped him up, but he's certainly got the pace and making the overtakes.
He's definitely putting his effort in, trying to go really wide to then come in shallow to get a better run on the exit. And the leaders will probably get one more lap in after this, 40 seconds to go. And Mikhail is going through turns 7 and 8, so we will get one more lap out of this race. That will put us up to 12 laps of this. Yeah, you were about right. Yeah,
nice long race tonight. I said about maybe 10, 11, so I'm far off. If they could just slow down, I'll have it bang on 11 laps. But yeah, there's good, it's the right distance this track tonight. I mean, we're getting some good racing, and getting the drivers into it. I mean, it's a longer track, quite a flowing circuit as well. So 11, 12 laps of this, get some racing out of it, don't we?
Yeah, and Mikel crossed the line with 3 seconds to spare.
Well, yeah, only just. I mean, I think we've seen that a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? Maybe at another circuit it was about the same, maybe 5, 6 seconds. But yeah, he's only just got across the line to start his 12th and final lap of this MX5 race. Oh, Sopernen heading into the pit lane.
Has he not put enough fuel in the car? Oh, Sopernen.
Yeah, I think that's probably what's happened. It'd be interesting. Oh, God, look, side by side between Mav and GG.
It's getting spicy on the last lap, yep.
Yeah, certainly. GG's going to try and...
Ramble's,
say...
Ramble's got past Cody.
Oh, yes, he has. We've missed that. I mean, he was certainly closing and setting fastest laps, but yeah, very late move to get past in the last half a lap now, really, probably for the leaders. So, yeah, Mav also holding on very well for GG, but now GG just goes around outside, tries to get up and gets up into P7. So Mav now slots back into P8, but starting position for him in the reverse grid, P3.
Sopernen, though, still holding on to P10, so that will be pole position for Sopernen in race 2 if he can finish this lap where he is. He does have 2.3 seconds to Samuel in P11. Fresh set of tyres and a bit of fuel, so he'll be happy. Let's go on board with our leader, though. It's the gap between Rambo and Cody, 1 second, but this is the man to celebrate right now as he rounds the last corner. It's been flawless from start to finish. It is Mikel from Team DLX, the deluxe team, across the line, and his victory in race 1. Yep, race 1 is P10 start for race 2. Rambo takes P2 and Cody in P3. Looks like Matt will take P4. Alan's not going to give up. But it looks like Matt Willpower will take P4. Alan for P5. Madame Magnet will take P6. Gigi Land is on for P7. With Mav on for P8 then. Brisen in P9. And Sopernen, as I said, will round out the top 10. And that means pole position for him in race 2. It's going to be some exciting stuff here, Jake. It really is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Sopernen, we've seen he's had the pace because he's been up there right with the top of battling for 5th and 6th in the race. So, very unlucky for him to have to pit and, like you say, get some more fuel. But very pleased that he could hold on, obviously, to P10. So it'll be interesting what he can do because we have seen that he's got the pretty much good pace, certainly over some of the other guys that have been nearer the front. Obviously, also mid pack again. It'd be good, interesting what Rambo, Cody, Cal they can do from obviously the back of the top 10.
Yeah, I think GOVEE also looks like he may have had a fuel issue. He's on an out lap, so it looks like he's had the same fate as Sopernen. Stopped for extra fuel. So maybe they weren't expecting Mikel to cross the line for that extra lap and they weren't prepared for it. Oh dear.
Oh, I don't think it's caught a few drivers out, hasn't it? I
think
it was very, very tight. Only 3 seconds, like you mentioned. Caught a couple of them out, but I think they'll certainly be noticing that ready for race 2, as it certainly won't want that to happen on reverse grid race. But as we have some carnage, like we always do after the races, doing some donuts and whatnot. Yeah,
you have to be careful about that because of the whole direct drive thing. I don't want to be hitting somebody that's got a direct drive wheel because that'll hurt. But yep. Pack of angry hornets, that's what they sound like when they're all doing donuts. And race 1 completed. A little break then before race 2, so now is the time to go run a bathroom break, grab yourself a drink or something along those lines, because we're going to be right back for race 2. The heat is getting hotter on the track, and I tell you what, it's getting the same here in the comms box. It is roasting, Jake.
I was just going to say, and off track in the commentary box. I mean, spicy stuff on track as well as still pretty hot here, even into the evening. But certainly, you know, we all complain when it's down with rain, and we all complain when it's boiling hot. No happy medium, is there? Really, we either get too cold, too hot, and you know, it's a bit like Goldilocks and Three Bears. Really, there's no happy medium.
I beg to differ on that one. I'm the kind of person that'll go, if it's cold, I can put a heater on. If it's hot, I can't put a cooler on.
That's true. That is true.
I'm half tempted just to open the freezer for half an hour.
Yeah, just sit in the do the rest of the commentary in the freezer. Just literally chuck all the freezer food out and just sit in there for half an hour.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that. I've just done an Iceland shop. That'll be a waste of chicken.
Oh, what pretty much a dramatic race really in the first race, dominating from Mikel, and then obviously Rambo in the last minute overtake to get P2 off Cody, and then we just had pretty much carnage throughout the mid pack really. We had obviously Magnet, Allen, GG Lund, Mav, Brizim, all that lot having a good battle throughout the mid pack, and then obviously Sopanen, one of the unlucky few, and Ragweeby also with not enough fuel, but that does mean we do see Sopanen on pole position.
Yeah, so it's going to be Sopanen leading the way from Brizin. Can I get a car view there? Yep. So Brizin in P2, Mav will take up P3, Rambo further up the back. I don't know why he's there. He's in like literally P9. GG Lund takes P4. Then it's Alan, Midden, Matt. You know what? I'm going to take this with a pinch of salt. I do think this is a pretty broken timing sheet, but we're used to that by now here at Phoenix with the overlays. But we'll stay on board, I think, with Mr. Mav. Let's see if we can curse him for turn 1.
We've not actually had that happen tonight so far. So hopefully it doesn't happen. But
let's, it wouldn't be one of my races if there wasn't a commentator's curse. And what better place to get one? Turn 1 in lap 1 of the Red Bull Ring here at MX5s, and is the reverse grid order. So
just quickly, I have got the proper order up, obviously, because our timing sheet's gone wrong. So on pole, we've got Sopanen on pole, Brizin alongside. Third's Mav, fourth is GG Lund, fifth Alan, sixth Midden Magnet, seventh Matt Pryor, eighth Cody, ninth Rambo, rounding out the top 10 Mikel, and then out the top 10, 11th Samuel, 12th Laurie, 13th Michael Peck, 14th Brian Garcia, 15th Ragweeby, and that's all your runners. So pretty much perfect timing. 14 seconds to lights out. All of them certainly going to be fired up. We're fired up. Hope you lot at home are, and we'll be getting ready with Sopanen on pole for lights out here in race 2.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute blinder as the lights are about to go out, and we're off skis. What a start by the top 3. No real wheel spin. Mav's got himself a nice little run on the outside there. A little bit of a better start than Sopanen by the looks of things, even though he's out front. But GG making his intentions very, very clear. Everyone through turn 1 very cleanly though. Mav still holding on to P3. And some nice sensible driving there from the pack.
Yeah, definitely. I think hold your breath everyone as we come into the bit of a bunch in it after this long straight. I think mid-pack would be certainly interesting. Maybe a bit of punching and bump drafting down the straight, and then they're all just going to be one big pack as we arrive. Yeah, here we go. 3 wide. Why not?
Oh,
MX5. Oh, been pushed out wide. Oh, more contact.
Oh, we got cars going round. That's Matt Wilpire.
Yep.
Biggest winners out of this then. Cody up to P7, P5 even. Rambo up to P6. He's gone down the order. Peck's up to P8. Mikel's up to P9. So, yeah, it's all kicking off.
And Magnet dropped right down the order, almost pretty much last. So I don't know what's happened to him. We missed that.
We're on board with him. So it was something that was happening there. We'll definitely come back at some point.
Yeah, he'll be certainly fired up trying to get back through the order, won't he? I mean, he's got a decent pace, so it'd be interesting if he can catch this lot whilst they're battling and try and make a move. But good start for Cody and Rambo. I mean, both of them have started pretty much on a couple of last rows of the grid, and they're already up to 5th and 6th. So start from them. Mikel, bit of a steady start, only P9, but sometimes that's the best way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, he's battling Peck at the moment, saying that he's just got himself past Peck and up into P8. In the background there, you just saw him, a quick glimpse of Mikel. So he's 3.2 off the back of Alan. He's at the tail of this battle here, being led by Mav. 0.4 of a second behind Brizin, who's 1.1 off the back of Sopanen. GG making a mistake. Yep.
Running quite wide, a bit of a twitch of the car, I think, and then just catch it in time and run a bit wide. So he only lost 1 position, but now Rambo right up behind him, trying to get that position P5, and yes, he does. Yeah. So GG Lund down to P6. He's going to slot back in behind, and I'll make a move again, try and get back up to P5 and keep fighting and pushing on, try and get through the order again.
Yep, and Rambo chasing hard onto the back of Cody, who's all over the back of Mav there. Only an inch between the two of them. You see GOVEE looking, Alan looking to put up a move on GG. And Mav and Cody side by side. This is letting Rambo back in, but Cody does sweep round the outside of Mav. Very lovely stuff. P3 for Cody. And you've just got a feel for Mav right now. It's a case of how hard can he hang on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he knows that the guys around him and behind him are pretty quick. It's just trying to keep his nose clean. A bit of defence. And we have seen some good defensive driving from him in the past, but now he's just being swarmed, isn't he, by Rambo up behind him. With his lights ablaze, trying to make a move at some point, maybe into the last couple of corners. But that was very impressive stuff from Cody to get up the inside and make a very last minute move, but it certainly paid off. But Mav, very good into that corner, into the braking zone, and he brakes later as well. So all over the back of him still, and got a little bit of a gap to Rambo, but yeah, it's just a case for Mav, isn't it, of trying to keep on behind them and try and keep with this lot, because he knows that they're pretty quick up the front.
Yep, and Cody's setting the fastest lap then. Sopenin held it for just a second. Mav definitely not losing any pace at all.
Oh, definitely not. If anything, it's spurring him on, isn't it? I mean, he's got a quick driver in front of Cody and then a quick driver of Rambo behind him, so it's spurring him on because he's pretty much sandwiched in the middle, as Rambo is going to try probably and make a move maybe around the outside, or is he going to slot back in? He lets him pretty much goes past, or as he gets sideways.
Yeah, Rambo somehow gets away with it, yeah. And takes a position from Maverick. That was looking back at Alan there, but yeah, there you can see confirmation. Rambo getting past Mav and looking to hunt down Cody.
Very rough race for Mead and Magnet in P13. Sorry, he's just got up Samuel P14. I think there was a bit of contact between them two because he did get past, then drop about 3 or 4 seconds behind. But now I think he's going to be on a proper charge because still got 15 minutes to try and catch up to Brian and then rest of them, because then from there most of them around the top 10, top 11 are pretty close battles, really a few battles going on.
Yep, we certainly got some cracking close battles going on. You're absolutely right. Mav at the moment just hanging on P5 for that gap to Alan, getting closer and closer behind. So P6 closing in, and then GG, Lind and Mikhail are also battling in amongst them. We're going to go back to this battle, and this is Cody all over the back of P2. It's opening just a little bit ahead. Oh, what a run there from Cody on Brisbane. And is Rambo going to follow through? Didn't he? Yeah, he did. Is Rambo going to follow through? He's just a little bit further behind.
He's thinking about it, yeah. He's going to try, aren't they? Yeah, both of them.
He's dived up the inside. He does. Rambo makes the move on Brisbane, so Brisbane drops 2 places there on the start-finish straight, and what a move by Rambo.
Shows how important the slipstream is, isn't it? I mean, on the straight, both of them working together, or kind of, to both get past them, just like that.
Maverick going down the way. He's had a wee accident by the looks of things. Mav's out.
Oh.
Mav is out. Something's happened to Maverick.
Well, let's have a... It may have been a technical issue, but it just seemed a bit dodgy that there was a bit of contact or something, and then maybe that hampered his race.
Sopening's actually gapping Cody at the moment. This wasn't expected. This wasn't written in the book. I was expecting Cody to close up on the back of Sopening rather quickly, but it's not happening. Brisson definitely keeping Rambo in check. Mikhail, though, gonna keep a little eye on him. He's just made his way past Allen up into P5, and he's closing into the back of Brisson. And then he'll be up behind Rambo. And the question is, can Cody catch up to Sopening before Mikhail catches up with him? Top 6.
It's doubtful, isn't it? I mean, Mikhail and they're all on a proper charge, but Sopening good race up the front. I mean, it's going to be interesting if Cody can catch him, like you say, but both of them top 2 are on fairly similar lap times. I mean, maybe quicker now that Cody's got a bit of clean air, but may catch up, but at the moment, Sopen and doing a very good job. Keep in front, get ahead, and well, he's had a very good start, and he's got just over 2 second gap. As Mikhail there in P5 at the moment on your screens, certainly on the charge, trying to catch up Brizin. Well, he's pretty much all over the back of him, and he's going to try probably maybe a couple of corners time to get past Brizin and take P4 off him.
Looking like it. Mikhail definitely on a charge right now. As we see Alan going nice and wide, trying to do that shallow cutback for some pace down this straight. The pack all clustering up. Cody starting to gap Rambo though, so Cody's on a bit of a flyer. Nowhere near as fast as Mikhail though, as he looks to line up Brizin into the right-hander. Oh, easily done from Mikhail.
Very well set up, wasn't it? There was no battle from Brizin, but he's now on the right over the back of him. I was going to say there was no defensive driving. It's almost like he just let him past us in a way, but yeah, still nonetheless up to P4 Mikhail, and he's going to be chasing Rambo in P3, because Rambo has certainly dropped away from Cody, and Cody is trying to close that gap. He's got it down to 1.5 seconds, so it was over 2. He's closing down certainly. We've seen Mikhail with very quick lap times, not in the 47s yet, but 1:48.1, certainly take that as hard through the field from 10th. Certainly an impressive lap time so far from him.
Absolutely impressive indeed. And that gap at the front now down to 1.5. Mav has indeed left the track, so we are down to 14. I wonder what happened there, which has caused Mav to disappear. Oh, he's back. Maybe he just had a technical issue then by the looks of things, as you may have pointed out earlier.
Yeah, maybe he had something with his wheel or something disconnected or whatever. His VR is on, isn't he, I think? Yeah.
He is in VR, yeah.
He's back out the pits now. He's back out now. But a long way down and a lap down now, so his hopes in this race have gone really, because he was having quite a good race and up there with Rambo and Cody at one point, but obviously his race 1 wasn't too bad. P7, he'd probably take that, to be honest. Anything in top 10, I think Mavi's pretty impressed with, isn't he, really? A good fight between these two. Matt up the inside, Briguibi trying to get the run on the outside, using the outside line, and he's going to try and get across. Not giving Matt much room, but there we go. Briguibi's going to try probably and get past, and they appear back into our view. Who's going to be in front?
Side by side.
Briguibi's probably going to try maybe in a couple of corners to try and get up the inside. It looks like he's looking all over the back of him, going to try and get up the inside maybe.
We have another battle to go straight back to, sorry, apologies.
Yeah, yeah, Cody's closed that gap really down now, all over the back of Sopen in the last 9.5 minutes, so both of them not got their lights on, which surprises me a little bit. I mean,
is this
Cody?
Is this proof Mazdas are quicker with their lights off?
Yeah, let's wait, you know, it's like the sticker thing.
Yeah, top 3 of our 4 drivers do not have their lights on, so it's
that's a theory I think we should test out, huh?
Yeah, our lights, the Mazda meta, we'll find out. But Cody, yep, he is all over the back of Sopanen. And Rambo not to be dissed either, fastest lap for him. And that's P3, Mikhail definitely chasing down. So this top 4 is about to get real spicy. Sopanen hanging on for dear life, you'd think, with Cody there. And this is just allowing Rambo and Mikhail to close right up behind. There's like 3 seconds between the top 4 at the moment.
He's soaking all that pressure up, isn't he, Sopen? And certainly not just giving the places up. We saw that a couple of rounds ago with Michael Peck as well. That was holding on quite a way up the front in the first half of the race, then dropped slightly back. But Cody's certainly trying to get past Sopanen, but it's only allowing Rambo to goes right up.
Yep.
And obviously Mikhail not too far behind either.
This race is about to kick up another gear, I think, with 8 minutes left to go. Sopanen holding off the charge of Cody right now. Rambo right behind, and then Mikhail right behind again. And there's not even that far behind to Brizin, who's just came into shot. There's only 2.5 seconds between him and the back of Mikhail. So depending on how much these guys hold each other up, who knows, might pull him back into this battle.
Yeah, it could become a top 5 battle, although the top 4, they are very quick, even in a big long train together, as we've seen in the past. But certainly nothing stopping it, like you say, but this is going to be interesting. Cody's dropped a little bit back now, hasn't he, from Sopening? So whether he's biding his time and thought, oh, actually, it's going to be a bit more tricky, let's try and get maybe a bit of help, or is it going to help once Rambo catches? Because he may catch. Yeah, Sopening certainly has pulled a little bit away from Sopening now, hasn't he?
I do believe that Rambo had attempted a move there on Cody, which is why we saw Cody drop back a little bit. And Rambo close up behind. This allowed Mikel back in, but now look at Rambo all over the back of Cody, and who's dropped off the back of Sopening. Slipstream is king.
Well, GG Lund in the background, very wide in his lemon machine, very wide, but a lot of going wide there tonight at first couple of corners.
Oh, it's getting spicy between these two.
Yeah, definitely. Rambo's all over the back of him. He's going to probably try and get up the inside and get the run. Maybe after this straight and try and get up the inside. Because we've got quite a couple of complex corners coming up after the straight. So yeah, look, flash of the headlights. He's not messing around now, Rambo, is he? I mean, you know he's got pretty quick pace. They're all similar times, but 10th is a 10th at the end of the day, and he wants to try and make that prominent to Cody. He's going to try probably, maybe, and past him. It's certainly in main battle. I mean, we've got a couple of further battles down the order, but nothing as close as we've got right on now. Board with Cody for pretty much the main battle. They're also bringing the gap down to Sopening as well. So by battling and pushing each other harder and harder, closing the gap to Sopening down very, very slightly, not by much, but this is the main battle that we're focusing on.
And Mikel's now there. You can officially say he's in this battle. Oh my goodness, Rambo really trying to put pressure on Cody. Yeah. We've got 5.5 minutes left to go. Race 2. Sopening is in the lead of this battle, and what a battle it is, Jake.
It's absolutely mega stuff. I mean, it amazes me how a lot of these keep out with minimal contact. I mean, we've not seen much contact at all, but now we've got Mikel up the back of now, so we're going to have pretty much a three-way fight for the last position in the top 3. Yeah, Rambo's still there.
Oh, Cody wide. Cody wide. Oh, yeah, you saw the bump on the entry. That's put Rambo through, and yeah, Mikel with the fastest lap as well. And I tell you, a fastest lap, 1:47.7 from Mikel up to P3 now. Cody dropping back after that mistake at turn 1. Oh, it's all kicking off.
Mad, isn't it? It's absolutely mad, but it's so good racing. I mean, they're certainly putting on a show for us, the drivers at home, and for probably when they watch it back, they'll be absolutely amazed to see what they've been racing like and how clean they've kept it. It's absolute mega stuff from all of them, but Kel there, he's going to try. He's got pretty much very good pace advantage over a couple of the ones ahead, but he's going to try and get up the inside of Rambo, I reckon, and get that through and get up to P2, yeah.
Oh, the swarming. Rambo gets it back. Mikel had a slow exit. That's letting Cody back through. Biggest winner out of all this is Sopening right now. Oh,
still not done, is it? Even 4 minutes to go. I mean, yeah, like you say, Sopening just running away with this now. Not by much, only 1 seconds, 1.5 now. But yeah, I mean, it's impressive stuff between these couple of drivers.
Oh, this race is anything but done. The battle for P1 is still on. 1.3 seconds is what Sopening has in hand in the lead. And this battle at the moment between P2, 3 and 4. That's Rambo, Cody and Mikel. And it's the tightest battle on track. Cody with another run up against Rambo here. What a driving from these guys. It's back and forward every single lap. And Mikel just hanging off in the background.
Certainly, I think Mikel, after that little bit of a slow run out of the last couple of corners back through the complexy areas, going to try and not make that mistake again, and going to try and keep pushing and close back onto these two. I mean, they're battling. He's not that far behind at all, really, these two. But Rambo's still looking pretty from Mikel in P4, but I think he wants to try and make the move past Cody in P2, but look, they're going to go side by side again, and Mikel's going to try and get past Rambo, maybe into the hairpin.
Yep, Cody benefiting out of all this, as is Sopening. 1.3 seconds the gap, and 2 minutes 40 on the clock. So It's all or nothing. Big battling between these two, Rambo and Mikhail. This is your battle for the last place on the podium. And yeah, this battle is the closest one on track. Mikhail slips it up the inside. Rambo's trying to look for a way back. Mikhail closes the door up to P3 for now, but Rambo is definitely not going to let that one go.
No, definitely not. I mean, we've seen him improving his lap times all through the evening, and he was pretty quick in race. But I mean, it's pretty good driving from him, and he's certainly started up wanting to get that P3 back. So there's only 3 spots on the podium, and we can't make a 4th for this evening. I mean, if we could, we probably would every race, with it being so close every week in and out with the MX5s. But yeah, Rambo maybe dropped a little bit back, but the slipstream along the main straight is certainly going to help him now. To close back up onto Mikhail and try and get P3 away in the last couple of laps.
Looking at the lap times, this is going to be very close
Last
going
lap,
across the line. It should be the last lap, maybe.
Yeah.
There'll be a second in it across the line. We'll just have to see. 1.1 seconds, the gap between Sopanen and Cody, but Mikhail is all over the back of Cody. Rambo's all over the back of Mikhail. Oh boy. It's all going to kick off, isn't it?
Yeah, I can feel it. I mean, it's been pretty dramatic and spicy throughout the whole race, really. But probably, maybe, we don't know yet. Maybe the last lap, Openen's had an absolute mega drive. I mean, he's kept out of trouble. And obviously, with these lot battling behind, definitely helped him to get ahead and stay ahead.
Oh, Rambo nice and deep there. Oh, Mikhail runs wide. No, damn it. Oh, he holds it. What a hole from Mikhail. Running wide, gets the tap from Rambo, but holds the line. Beautiful stuff there from Mikhail. Pressure right on. But I think it is time to... are we going to get another lap in? I don't think
we are. No. Just looking at the map, we've got about half the lap in 15 seconds, so
got
too far
to go.
and not got enough. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do it, are we? So
this is
probably
it.
Opening absolute mega drive. He stayed ahead. He's kept ahead, kept consistent times, and going to be a victory, isn't it, for Sopanen in the second race of the afternoon?
Sopanen does win. Who's going to take P2? Cody versus Mikhail. Mikhail takes it at the line. Mikhail takes P2 and Cody takes P3. Rambo in P4. Brisbane's going to come home for P5. P6 is Allen's. P7 for GG. Matt Will Pryor will take P8. Rugwibi will take P9. Brian will take P10 in race 2. So that's a good little haul of points there for Brian this evening. Laurie looks like it'll be P11 for Laurie. Then it'll be P12 for Samuel. P13 for Michael Peck. And Maverick still running at the back there after his technical issues will be P14. So, some good running from everybody then this evening. And what a result then. Sopanen is going to be over the moon.
Oh, definitely. Very impressive stuff. I mean, we've had always good racing here in the MX5s, but I think Red Bull Ring just gave it that extra level, didn't it? I mean, it brought everyone closer together. Obviously, we've had pretty close gaps, close racing with all the slipstreaming along quite a few straights here at the Red Bull Ring. But very, very good racing tonight, and yeah, just let's do it all over again because that was pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Great fun for all. Can we get another view?
Probably even funner for them than us.
It looks like they're having all the fun. That was quite nice. Sopanen and Cody having a little side-by-side lap of honour together. Well earned from the drivers. As we just hear noise. I want to see noise. They are close enough.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'm exhausted after that. The heat is absolutely on. We've got a couple of drivers that we will bring into the commentary box. We'll have a quick chat with them this evening, and we'll definitely keep things brief because it is 900 million degrees here in the commentary box, and I'm about to melt to death. But wow, what a race that is. Let me just change things. You're a happy man this week, that's for sure, Soperin. I don't know what you've put in your coffee, but it's definitely been helping you. Who else have we got? Oh, what else is wanting to drop in? Mr. Pryor is joining us. Oh, come on. Right, there we go. We've got everybody, I think. Yes, we have everybody. Ah, gentlemen's. That was something else this evening. What a couple of races. We are sweating here in the comments box just watching, so I can only imagine how mental it was out on track. We'll start off this evening with Matt. You had a bit of a mixed result both races. How's the wheel? Still any technical issues, or how's it feeling?
Wheel amazingly all okay. No issues. Yeah, it was good. I think the only thing damaged was my talon.
Understandable.
Yeah, but yeah, it was good. Wheel is in full operation.
Hey, that's what we want to hear. Talk us through the races itself. It was nice and clean racing today, and some really close battles throughout the grid. Even with you probably not doing as good as you thought you would, you know, you must have been happy with the general result of things.
Yeah, my pace wasn't strong in practice or quali, so I kind of no expectations. Also, I've taken a couple of races out of Mazda. But no, first race, managed to find a good bit of space. So near the end, two guys in front of me took each other out. So that got me a P4. Second race is a bit more chaotic. I'm looking at the replay now, and I don't think it's really anybody's fault. I think it's just egos. But there was a collision at turn 2. I think it's just everyone's just trying to find a gap from what it looks like, and someone just gets it wrong and just sort of, yeah. So that put me to the back of the pack. But no, I had good pace. I'm just kind of working my way up, but it was one of those cases where I just sort of ran out of time to get any higher than where I finished.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you still got a good run in there. It was a better running than you'd had yesterday, so you must be feeling a bit better about that. And fingers crossed that the wheel keeps up for next week.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing an endurance race tomorrow, so I hope it keeps up.
Fingers crossed for that one then. I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine, but we will congratulate you on that one, and we will shift across very quickly. Mr. Cody, you had yourself an absolutely wonderful battle there at the end of race 2, catching up to the back of Sopanen, but then having Rambo and Mikkel breathing down your neck, and race 2 as well. P2 holding on for some great battles with Rambo. Will talk us through both runs?
Yeah, I have to be honest here. I didn't have any practice whatsoever this time around, so yeah, I blame that to a very busy week and not being able to get some sim time. But hey, all things considered, I think it was alright qualifying in E3, I believe. Race started off okay. Rambo was really racy. I think he couldn't understand or couldn't quite settle for me passing him in the first couple of laps, so he decided to return the favor, and after that there was just no way that I could really catch up to Mikkel. He seems to have a really good understanding of what to do around this place, and his setup probably helped that too. And yeah, finished in P2. Happy with that result. Oh no, sorry, P3. My mistake. Happy with that. And yeah, the second race, I don't know what happened at the start. I haven't watched the replay back, but it seemed very chaotic. And yeah, just making my way back through the field. And once I closed in on Yuho, I realized that, you know, if we're going to start fighting, there's no way that I'm going to be able to keep the lead, because Mikkel and Rambo, they weren't too far behind. So I decided to drop back a little bit, give myself a buffer, and, you know, hopefully if I can hold them off just a little bit to have Yuho to myself at the end, but it didn't quite go to plan. And yeah, Mikkel started throwing some moves, Rambo started throwing some moves. I got a bit of a a touch into T1 on one of those laps. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, hard racing. And yeah, I messed up the last corner with Mikel breathing right down my neck and compromised the exit. He just piped me out for seconds. So, you know, my hat's off to him. He ran a really good, respectful second race there, and he really deserves that result. But hey, double podium this week. I'm very happy with that. And yeah, we'll see how it goes for the next couple of rounds. Looking forward to it.
Oh, looking forward to having you back as well. Absolutely excellent racing. As I said, yeah, again, almost pretty much a photo finish between you and Mikel at the end. Just that little error coming out the last corner. Mikel with a better run there, but so unfortunate. But what an end. The race that all four of you had there in the second race was something to behold. I'm pretty sure all the viewers very much enjoyed watching that one for the good few laps it went on for. But yeah, congratulations on the double podium, and we're looking forward to having you back again next week for more action. But
cheers, Paddy.
We will quickly move on. Race 1 wasn't your one. Very poor result. A bit of a tactical finish there to end up on pole for race 2. But you ran it from start to finish all the way at the end. It's our race 2 winner. It's Mr. Sopanen. Welcome to the comments box yet again.
Yeah, thank you. Honestly, this was... The thing is, it wasn't really tactical. I was talking with Cody, like, how much fuel. We miscalculated the fuel by 1 liter, and, well, I had the box, of course. And, okay, luck got in my side that I would get the reverse grid pole. I don't know. Sometimes race 2 has given me a bit of luck, thanks to now 2 bracelets. Thanks, and honestly saying this was like a lucky charm again. I want to thank Cody also for, you know, being a wingman for me, and of course, double race 2 wins for me from Tatis to MX5. Jesus Christ, I have no idea.
Good.
I'm back. I'm actually really back. I'm back to my old form.
Hell yeah.
I mean, back in 2020, I got more wins, but now in 2025, I think I've become the old me again. I'm back to winning ways.
That's what we want to hear, and it's not exactly like we've got an easy grid to be winning up against either. There's a lot of talented drivers in and amongst all our series. So yeah, to get a win in here is something to behold, that's for sure. So a big congratulations for you on back-to-back wins on either day, Tatis and MX5 reverse grids. Looking to try and keep this up, I'm assuming, going forward?
Hell yeah.
I'm
not censoring that. Hell yeah.
I think we can let you off with that one. That's all good. But congratulations on the win today. We are going to leave it there because the temperature is rising here in the comms box and I'm about to pass out. So we are going to let everybody get away and go dive themselves into some cold showers. We'll be back tomorrow though with Mav for ACC at the Red Bull Ring, and back with me in the evening for LMU. So don't miss out. We're at Interlagos as well, and we've got Jake with us as well for tomorrow evening. So definitely don't be missing out that one tomorrow. Couple of great races coming up. But for me and all the team, Jake included, we are going to call it that for tonight. Have yourselves a good one. Catch you later.
Arrivederci.